I've never heard about this lady before. So this lady called me. She said, "Look, I am this person's wife, wife lah. So my husband on this date passed away. He had a pineapple juice. He felt a bit tired. He lied down on the couch and he passed away."
Oh, that's how.
On that day itself. So the wife came, sit down and asked us about the company. And we told her everything. We told her the whole situation, right? Because she said, "Now what do I do?" One of my classmates, his father passed away. I said, "Okay," and he needs help because he's facing depression now. His father was a sole breadwinner. His father has a company, okay, doing well. But now, because his father passed away, everything totally upside down. So this guy, he cannot take it. Then he started talking. He started talking. Then he was crying. Then he said, "Look, I haven't cried for my father, but all this nonsense is coming to me."
Small business owners often face challenges in order for them to grow. It is not easy for an individual out there to get a proper advice, and even so there are advices, it might either be the wrong one or the one without proper hands-on experience on the field itself. Hi, I'm Humairaa from Accounting Superhero. Me and my team handle sales and client success work for our clients both in Malaysia and in Singapore. Every week, I will book a one-to-one session with Mr. Faz, who is my boss, for me to get a bit of mentoring from him for me to perform better in my role. Join me as I go through various topics with him relevant to business owners like yourself who are keen to grow and go to the next level. But before that, I would like to just put a bit of a disclaimer in which whatever will be shared by Mr. Faz will be based on his real-life experience as a chartered accountant in the industry for more than 20 years. Just so you know, Mr. Faz is a no-bullshit kind of person. You ready? Let's go!
Welcome, Humairaa.
Hi, Mr. Faz. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, good. Yes.
Good.
How about yourself?
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, good.
Alright. So today, new topic.
Yeah, new topic.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember last time I met you, we were talking about a conversion of sole prop to private limited. But today I come for a different matter.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about how if a business, if say the director or someone important in the business passed away, and yeah, it's something tragic and can be said as saddening to those who left with managing the business lah. So it must be hard to whoever is there to witness the situation, and also it must be a bit anxious for them to. I believe there is a lot going on their head on how would they want to manage the business, because the decision of where the business is moving moving forward is on them. Yeah, they play a major role after that someone passed away lah. So yeah, it's something that I have been thinking of, and there are some clients, there might be some clients who will face this kind of situation and came to us with some advices. So how do they actually start managing things when this thing happen? As in how do they balance between grieving on the situation but at the same time having to take responsibility on the business? How do they go about doing this? Yeah.
Okay. This is a very heavy topic.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why you look a bit sad and stressed.
Yeah.
Understand? Yeah. It's a very sad thing when these kind of things happen. And I think later on I will share with you also maybe one or two stories I may have on this same thing which has happened to clients in the past. Maybe what I'll go through with you is we'll go through step by step what I can suggest if someone is in this situation where you are the ultimate beneficiary of a business. That means the business could be your father's business or your mom's business, right? And then when they are no longer around, then suddenly, this thing now it comes to me. I have to answer for this. Okay, how you have to answer for this? Maybe you are appointed the administrator for their estate. So then, because you're the administrator, you have to make some decisions, right? Do I transfer the shares, or who's gonna run the business and things like that lah. So I think let's go through all these things. Inshallah, I'll try to get my best advice for you lah. Okay, I think there are certain preliminary steps which should be done, and I think personally there's certain things which could be done before a person passes away. Of course, we do not know when someone can pass away. But for example, if we know that the person is he runs a business or she runs a business, and maybe they are unwell for some time, or they are diagnosed with a certain terminal disease or something like that, right? Then it would be great if before, while they are still alive, while they're still strong, while they can still come to work, or they are still mentally very strong and not incapacitated in any way, it's good to actually go and plan ahead. That means list all the assets, right? Prepare a proper will, okay? And then whatever's in the business, which a successor needs to know, get all of these things written out. And it's good if these things are done in a very clear-cut manner. And if they want to choose a succeeding person, ask them to choose first, so that there's still time for that successor to be able to come into the right position. Yes, correct. Be ready and be able to do this. It's usually a very big deal. Okay. In my personal opinion, because we also run this Monsters of the Deep program. So in this program, I actually coach our business owners, clients, to not just depend on a certain successor. Okay, it will be good if they actually come up with a certain core team, a group of people who will take over their roles in small parts. So maybe I will have maybe 5 core team members, and what I do, I'll break into these 5 persons. So before it's time to go, they already can run it, and I'll make sure that they become leaders and they can run the whole business, inshallah. Okay, so that is the best outcome. However, things don't always go according to plan, right? So as you asked just now, what to do if it has already happened, already passed away. So I think it's very important that first and foremost, Humairaa, take time to grieve. Okay, so just make sure that the business, if it's possible, if there are some stewards there who can run the show, tell them to please carry on, maybe for the next how many days or something. Leave us be, let us grieve first. Because I think it's important to get our emotions settled. Okay, it's a challenging time. So get things settled, get our family matters settled first. If the person who left have children and all that, or has extended family, just do all these things. So I think that's the most important part.
Settle down the emotions first, just so that afterward the right decision can come.
Yes, exactly. So to me, I think it's imperative that the person who has this responsibility now, coming onto their shoulders, they settle their emotions as much as possible first, because we don't want them to be in a situation where they make decisions with such emotions, because it may not be the best decisions actually. And then the next thing they should do is to actually make sure that all the legal documentation that exists for the company. So if they are running a private limited company, which in my opinion is the safest approach, make sure things like share certificates, or at least the company profiles, updated or obtained from Accra. Meaning, don't just this is the company profile 3 years ago. It shows that who's the owner, blah blah blah. But this is 3 years ago. We don't know whether is it still applicable, right? So go and download from Accra, right? Get the latest one, check, confirm things are done correctly. I will go one step further to check the last 3 or 4 months transactions in Accra as well, just to check that there's no sudden transfer of shares which we do not know of.
Something that happened without our knowledge.
Yes, exactly.
That might happen also.
Can happen. You never know. So I'm just saying, be careful. So especially when the person who passed away wasn't well during that period of time, right? So things can happen. Certain shares could have transferred or what. Check. And if indeed there was a real transfer, just to make sure that all of these are bona fide transactions. So you can always verify with the company secretary. Write in email to the company secretary, check with them, are all these transactions real or not? Do we have the supporting documents? Then you can safely say, okay, this is the final state of affairs. Then from there, go and check the company's taxes, check the company's financial statements and everything. Make sure all of these things are up to date. Okay, why I say so is because if there is a company and this company is under, say, this person who passed away's responsibility, and then this person has already passed away, and you are taking over the responsibility, you don't want to be in a situation where, alamak, now that I realize, the ACRA has not been submitted, AGM has not been done, annual return not done.
Yeah, a
And
lot
then,
of backlogs.
yes, and then how about income tax not submitted? Then suddenly all this will be upon us.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very stressful. Because why in Singapore everything there is fines, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same in Malaysia as well. Same. So in fact the fines in Malaysia are even bigger. So
Yeah.
it's a lot more scary, right? So just make sure these things are done. And then I would say the third thing to do is to go and meet with 3 very important groups of people. Okay, first of all, meet with the company secretary and
Okay.
the accountant.
The one who actually knows what's going on
Yes,
in the business.
in the back end.
In the back end.
Yes. So the company secretary will be the one who knows what have been submitted to ACRA.
Okay.
What is the actual state of affairs as reported under the Companies Act. Talk to this person. This person has all the registers. In hopefully, insofar as the person is appointed and still hold office, then they should be able to answer you. Sometimes things can go wrong, meaning maybe the company didn't continue with the company secretary or didn't pay their bills or whatever. If there is such a situation, make sure you settle with the company secretary first. If there are bills outstanding, settle it with them, sit down with them, tell them nicely, look, okay, let's settle everything nicely. Please tell me what's going on. Because they will tell you.
Yeah.
Okay?
They will usually clarify everything.
Yes. So they have the paperwork. Yeah. So usually they sometimes don't cooperate in practice.
Oh, they are that instance.
Yes, there is an instance, but I don't want to blame them. It's sometimes because along the way, their appointment wasn't continued.
Oh.
So they appointed for 1 year, then the next year, they okay, then why don't pay or something. Then of course the company secretary will say, okay, that's it. If you want my services, it's okay. But then you have to go back to that person, right?
Yeah, because he knows the backstory.
Exactly what's going on. Yes. So that's the issue lah. And then talk to the accountant as well. So it's either an in-house accountant which they have, or it's an external accountant, whoever's doing the work. Sit down and talk to them. So usually they'll be able to dispense some good advice. What is the latest accounts there is? What is where the accounts are being kept? Like for us, I mean, for our company, the accounting bureau, everything's done online, right?
Yeah.
So it's very easy to be able to open up everything as long as you know this is a person who's authorized to see. You can show them.
Yeah.
Right, and then what bank accounts, everything they should know where to look for this lah. So talk to these 2 persons first.
Understand.
Right. The next one will be to talk to the other directors of the company.
Yeah,
If
they can
there
be
is.
a company with lots of directors, right?
Correct. So there could be another 2 more directors or something. Talk to them. If there are other shareholders, we want to talk to them as well. Right. Importantly, I guess it's also important to assuage their feelings. Don't make them feel that suddenly you're going to turn everything upside down. Yeah. It's not that, but you just want to know what's going on, which is fine, which is your right. Yeah. So just talk to them and see what's going on. And last but not least would be to talk to the senior management of the company, the ones actually running the show. Okay. This third group of people is a bit more sensitive in that sense, and you might require permission from the board of directors to actually go and talk to them. Okay, but in the event that you can go and talk to them, I think it's important. Reason is because in reality, they are the ones on the ground.
Correct.
They know whether the business is can continue or not. They know who the suppliers are. They know who the customers are. So you can, within 5 minutes, you talk to them. They can tell you, look, Humairaa, actually this business is still okay. The customers are always coming. They're always paying. These suppliers are also very good. That kind of stuff. You get a sense of, okay, the company is actually doing okay or not okay. So this is, to me, is important to see these 3 groups of people.
I see.
This will be a very, very good step.
Understand. So, you, of course, we are human. So the grieving part is a part where it needs to be given space on, and then afterwards is the steps that you mentioned. So, okay, those are the few steps that they can, the business owners can implement after the situation happened. But then that one is more on for them to get an overlook of what the business is currently, how the business is currently doing. But then, the first step is to get the overlook. But how do they determine if the business is actually doing okay or is struggling or is doing super well? And it's best to keep some practices still on hand. How do they determine these kind of things? That because they need to know, because they are the ones who's managing moving forward. So this kind of statuses they need to know. Like how do they determine? How do they find it? Yeah.
Okay, I think what I'm understanding from your question is how does the person who's succeeding in that sense, or the person who's now responsible for the company in that sense, how do they understand the business that is now there in front of them? So it's understanding whether the business is viable, understanding whether the business is something that they want to carry on or not, right? So it's normally that kind of decision. Do I want to actually do this or not? So I think usually what happens is the person who inherits the business, they could be doing something else. Their passion could be in some other things. So
Correct.
now because of like piety, like for example, this is my father's share, so then I have to go and take care of this, right?
Yeah.
So they feel a sense of like, should I do this or should I just let it go, that kind of stuff. So it's more on understanding the business first. So I would say it's important to know what kind of business it is. Okay, initially when you talk to accountants, you talk to the company secretary, you talk to the people in the business, right? This is to understand the structure, is to understand compliance, to understand whether the exact status of the company. Now we talk about whether the business itself, is it something which can carry on? Is it worth doing or not? Because it's not about just, okay, this one is my father's shares, I have to continue doing this. It's not about piety.
Not
It's about
100%. Yeah.
practicality as well, right?
Yeah.
Whether we want to do this or not. So find out, is this a manufacturing business? Is it in Singapore? I think manufacturing is not much, right? In Malaysia there's still manufacturing business. Is this retail? Then what are the weaknesses or threats in retail business? So maybe you find that in retail, certain industries in retail is going down, perhaps maybe this is not so good. So you have to look at the category.
See the current trend as well.
Yes, correct.
If it's sustainable moving forward. Or
Yes. So this is whether or not in future it can still continue. And then look at the current status of the numbers. Okay, numbers is financial health. So look at financial statements. So meaning, at the very least, guys, the balance sheet and the income statement must be prepared. So if you get this bad news now, and this is in October, for example, you need the accounts up to September.
yeah.
So it must be as fresh as last month, not last year, not 2 years ago. So you must be very up to date and look at the situation. So the numbers there must be something which you can make decision based on. And if you need more advice on the numbers, see the accountants.
Yeah.
Okay. From the numbers that is there, you can see, look for liabilities. So this is on the balance sheet. So look at the balance sheet. In the balance sheet, there are things like assets, there are liabilities, and then there's capital items lah. Look under liabilities. Okay, look under liabilities. There will be current liabilities, there will be long-term liabilities. Look at these two parts first. Look at what the company owes, and who are these parties. So acceptable, or rather normal liabilities, are trade creditors. These are suppliers.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Suppliers,
Creditors.
they supply us the items that we sell or something, and we owe them. That's normal. But it should not be a long-term amount. It's like 30 days, 60 days old, like that. If long-term liabilities, we need to see who they are. Okay, so that means whether you owe any banks or owe any third parties, or is it you owe the person who passed away? That could also be another situation, right?
Yeah.
So if you owe someone who has passed away, it is not a very, very big worry. So talk to an accountant, they'll be able to explain to you what to do with that. All right. Another thing that should be done to understand the business is to have a conversation with those who run the business, who actually run the business. So if there's more than one director, talk to the rest of the directors. So based on this, ask them whether this business what have they been doing, what are they in charge of,
Yeah.
what part is missing, for example, right? So just for an example, in our own company, like Humairaa, we've got 4 directors. Each one of us hold a different portfolio, right? So if something happens to one of us, then we know that is a portfolio which is missing lah. And then who will cover it in that sense. So in this situation, it's important to know the person who left, what did they
What
do?
they leave with.
Yes, what are the things which is going to be left lah, right? And last but not least, talk about a succession plan.
Succession plan.
Yes. So when I say talk about this, means ask the rest of the directors, do you guys have a plan to make sure the company can continue? Why? Because there could be many employees there, right? There could be suppliers which needs to be paid. There could be debtor collections, like customers to pay us as well. So we just want to ask the company and the directors, do you have a plan to move forward? If they do have a plan, hear out their plan. Sometimes they already have an idea what to do. So you don't have to worry so much. You can just continue with your plan.
Put that as a basis to move forward lah.
Correct. Instead of coming up with a whole new idea, and then break your head for it, right? I mean, don't get too stressed up. Talk to them, then they say, okay, look, this is what we plan to do. Okay, we will hire one director to come in. We have some reserves. Okay, we'll hire one person. We're going to claim for insurance for this, for example. We have some money set aside. Okay, we'll do this. This is the plan. Next quarter. 1 year's time will be okay like this and everything. We'll be able to still continue paying dividends as normal, and maybe it's fine. So that's okay.
Yeah, and the succession plan might also have a dip of the passed away directors. Like his ideas might still be there.
Yep.
Because he also knows what's going on. So it's best if can stick to the succession plan because he's got a bit of the idea of the passing director.
Yep. The plan which was crafted earlier can still continue. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, can. Right. So it's important to actually know what the business someone is inherited of the passing director, as per how you mentioned, like they need to see important persons like the accountant, secretary, the key persons, the other directors. But okay, that's in the concept of them knowing better the business they inherit. But what if it comes to a decision where if they are thinking of there are various ways on how to continue the business. Is it better they keep it or they delegate it, or probably they have other plan to, I'm not sure if probably want to sell it. There are lots of decisions that they can take, but sometimes they have to make immediate decision because things needs to move forward and they can't really take long time to decide. So the immediate decision, if they were to make, how do they make it, and at the same time, how do they keep the business stable?
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. Although I mentioned just now, take some time to grieve. But of course, during that time, can you just imagine if they have many employees, during that time to grieve, people still need to be paid, right?
And job needs to move.
Things still need to move.
Clients are asking for updates. Yeah.
Agreed. So in the interim, there will be decisions to be made and things need to be made fast. Right? So it's a juggle. So at that point in time, I will say this lah. If this is something which suddenly now is inherited upon you, you have to make a decision. Try to see the people we talked about earlier. Try to do it fast. Once you do that, decide quickly whether this is something that you want to learn and do, or you want to actually hire someone with experience to come in and do on your behalf, or you want to just let go.
Yeah.
Okay. So if this whole business is entirely on the person who has passed away and then now you take over, this will be very important. Is this something you want to do? Is something that you want to learn?
Yeah.
Can the people there, whoever is there, can they teach you to become the leader that they need? Okay. If you can be that person, okay, fine. Cannot, okay, next step. Can I hire someone with experience come in? Okay, now you run this thing. Make sure everything's okay. Can you find a person? Yes, okay, do it. If cannot also, then go to the next option. If I cannot do any of these things, can I just sell this away? Sell is an option, because instead of letting it crash and burn and everything is gone, sell it while there's still some value.
Yeah, correct. Understand.
The business itself, the opportunity for business also, there's a value to it.
Yeah.
The opportunity for the business, there's a value to it.
Mm.
The current suppliers, the current customers, the fact that it's still continuing, there's a value to it. Even if you say, oh, this company doesn't have any assets, no vehicles lah, no buildings lah, no nothing, but no, the business itself,
The
there's
milestone
a
it
value.
reached.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. Try to maybe sell it off.
Yeah.
By selling off, I mean someone who can come and take over, and then it'll be theirs, and then they will run the show, and they pay you. That's it. Okay, this will be good. And then think about stabilizing lah. Stabilizing means in the interim, whatever needs to be done. Like for example, in a month, you have a payroll cycle. In a month, we maybe have 2 or 3 payment cycles, paying of all the suppliers and all that. In a month, there also could be other financial reporting cycles and everything. Make sure these cycles still continue.
This podcast has been brought to you by Accounting Superhero, your trusted Zero and SME compliance partner in Singapore and Malaysia. Switch up to Accounting Superhero today.
Okay, so if you need to be present to make sure these things are done, and whoever's in the business are still carrying on their jobs, let them still make sure these things are done. And then
The essentials.
make sure if you need extension, get extensions lah. But it must still continue lah.
Yeah.
The running must still continue.
Mm.
Okay. Another thing I think which has to be done immediately is to see a lawyer lah. Right, to see a lawyer. This one is not really about the business, but to make sure that like letters of administration are done. That means you are confirm the administrator for the person who passed away. Then you have the power to come to the company and say, look, I will take over the shares in that sense for me to run on the estate's behalf. So the ACRA can be updated. You know, you can talk to the company secretary and say, look, with this letter in hand, I instruct you to do this, to do that. So things can be done that way. So see a lawyer, get these things done.
Meaning lawyer and secretarial works hand in hand on that matter.
True.
What distinguish the lawyer? What does a lawyer do and a secretary do?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the secretary is actually the person who is appointed in the company to handle the legalities for the company in-house, right? So what happens is anything to do with Companies Act and the company's adherence to all the rules, the company secretary will know what to do. Okay, a lawyer is a third party. So normally you don't have legal in-house counsel.
Yeah.
So third party lawyer, you go and see them to transact certain things. Get the letters appointed, get the administration letters done. So they will get all these things done. With this, you come and see your company secretary. Okay, Mr. Company Secretary, I have all these things here. How do we proceed? Then they will help you for your company. So that's the difference.
Understand. Both are important.
Yes. Under the law, every company, private limited company, must have a company secretary. Okay, even if the company secretary is not a professional company secretary, the position still must be filled. So there could be, experienced directors who know how to be company secretaries. They could also be one as well. Doesn't matter. Importantly, you check the ACRA profile. Look for the company secretary. This should be someone you need to see. Yeah.
Understand.
Right. I will give you one last one actually, just in case, like very important decisions, immediate decision. Sometimes when there's a death, and this transitionary period happens, sometimes money gets spent very fast.
Yeah.
Okay, because of certain things lah, right? Or collection from customers becomes slow. This I'm sharing a real experience. Okay, why do I say this? If all this while for 20 years, all the supplier have been dealing with this person, suddenly this person passed away, and then they also don't know whether they want to pay or not. It's a human thing. It's psychological. Right? So they will delay their payment a bit and that kind of stuff until you make sure you can call them. So remember I tell you, you have to make sure you contact people, right? Tell them, hey, we are still in business, okay? You must still support us. But if you don't do that, they also will, okay, slow down. Better you don't pay first or see how, that kind of thing. So your collections will be affected, right? And then your payments to suppliers also could be delayed because you also cannot get payments from your customers. So it's a vicious cycle. Yes. So in between, what you may want to do is apply for a short-term loan.
Oh, can be done
Short-term
also.
finance. Yes. So I remember I mentioned to go and check the books, check your financial statements, everything, right? If everything is done properly, everything is available, all up to date, see the bank, you know, or look, go and see your accountant lah. Ask the accountant, please help
The
me.
accountant will know.
Yeah, like I mean, like for us in Accounting Bureau, we have our panel bankers, we have even loan consultants and all that. So we will just connect them, go and find the best finance that you can get, have interim money available, have money on hand, whatever it is, things can be paid. The company can still turn around. We can overcome this.
Short-term loans.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Is the liability part you talk about earlier?
Correct. So I know you might be thinking, alamak, now there's no, the boss is already not there. Now I'm taking over the business. Now I have to go and take loan. That's the reality lah. If you want to run the business, you say you want to continue on to take over the business and to run it, right? You might need some money on hand.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a lot of savings to bring into the business, then get some funds.
It's not wrong to get funds at that period of time also.
This is not about right or wrong. It's about
sustainability.
Yes, to continue. Yeah.
I see. Can. Right. So yeah. So that is how decisions are made in order to determine how the business immediate decisions to be made while keeping the business still running. Yeah. I have gained a lot up to this point, but I feel like it's not complete if I don't hear a real life story from our clients, because sometimes when you hear real life stories, it sets like a different outlook on how real people actually deal with these kind of situations. So from what we discussed earlier, is there any of our clients who experience this kind of situations that maybe you can learn something from?
Actually, yes. I can share with you two stories actually.
Oh, two stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two stories come to mind. However, these are very long time ago lah, Humairaa. So this was, I would say, maybe 15 years ago. Thereabouts.
15 years.
15 years ago. So, first story is about this one very nice gentleman. He was a retired army warrant officer, senior warrant officer. So what we call in the army is Encik. Encik, So he's a senior warrant officer. He already retired, and then he got out from the army. He opened up a sole proprietorship business. Okay, and he was dealing with recyclable materials like metals. So he will actually he get contracts from the some manufacturing companies and all that. So whatever recyclable materials they have, he will buy from them. So he'll buy scrap metal, he'll buy certain joints lah, certain cables lah, that kind of stuff lah. So he'll buy all these things in bulk, and he will go and recycle them. So it's a recycling company. He also does certain kinds of papers like corrugated carton boxes, certain paper lah, not all kind of paper. So actually, I only know this because we have clients like that, right? So there's actually many kinds of people lah. So there's corrugated cartons. There's some kind of how many percent white paper. Then there's also the glossy kind of paper with some plastic materials or something like that. So there's many categories. He only does corrugated carton. So this very nice gentleman, we got him as a client because he was walking around one day, and he was looking for an accountant. I don't know how. He actually he Googled and he found us because he was at Beach Road and we were at Beach Road at that point in time. So just so happened he found an accountant near me, and one of them was us lah. So he came to the office, and then he spoke to us and everything. I looked at his stuff and all that. And I told him, look, we can do the job, no issue. So we took on the job. Fast forward a couple of years, say he was with us for around 6 years. Then he came to us to close the accounts. Everything was done, and he went back to the office. I think it was one of those few days lah. I remember he went to China. He came back, signed everything off. He was showing me some new phones. All that. It was very nice.
After traveling.
Yeah, because he normally he will come. He will have lunch at our place in the office. So makan, he was showing us his phones and everything. A lot of we had some laughter and all that. Then he paid us everything all settled. And then he went back to the office. So he went to the office at Ang Mo Kio. And then a couple of days later, his wife called us. 2-3 days later, his wife called us. I never heard about this lady before. So this lady called and she said, look, I am this person's wife. Lah. So my husband on this date passed away. Actually, on the day he came to see us, he went back to the office. So his wife said he came back to the office. He had a pineapple juice. He felt a bit tired. He lied down on the couch and he passed away.
Oh, that's how.
On that day itself.
On the day
That we last met him on that same day. Yeah, very sad. So we were a bit shocked lah. Like, oh my goodness. So we decided to, when we asked her, are you all are you at the bereavement or something, at the wake or something? Because usually they will hold a wake. So wake means they will be at a certain location where they have the deceased in the coffin, and they will hold a ceremony to see if the person will wake up. It's a very old tradition. Right? So during that time, they will all meet each other and before they go for burial. So just she gave us the address, and we decided to close office for that day, and we went to pay our last respects. So we went to see them. I went to see the deceased. Of course, we did our own prayers in our own way, because we are different faith, right?
I see.
Yeah, so we did our own.
Different race client.
Yes, he was a Christian man.
Christian man.
So we did our prayers for him and all that. So we sat down, we talked to the wife. So the wife came, sit down, and asked us about her company, the company. And we told her everything. We told her the whole situation, and we invited her to come over, say in a week's time. Once she's ready, come and see us. We'll go through with her the whole situation, right? Because she said, now what do I do?
Yeah.
So she said, I'm working in a very prominent bank in Singapore, one of Singapore's biggest bank. I work in this bank, and this is I have this kind of salary. I'm okay. I have 2 girls. And we met the 2 girls, her 2 daughters as well. So the deceased daughters, very cute young girls. So she said, what do I do for them? No? We were very sad. So she said, do I continue to take the business and run? Or do I just sell it? Or do I just say, never mind, we just close everything?
She's not directly into the business the husband did.
Not at all, yes. So I don't know anything, she said. I only know the banking one.
Yeah, because she got her own job also.
Yes. So I said, okay, fine, no worries. We meet again, come to the office, I'll go through everything with you. So fast forward, maybe a few days later, she came over. So he showed her, these are the books. This is how everything was done. This is the kind of revenue your husband has. This is the profit, everything, blah, blah, blah. Everything we showed her. Wow, she more stressed. She was more stressed because she said, oh, I didn't know that the business is doing so well. So it was actually their net profit was into the few hundred thousand. Few hundred thousand a year.
Quite a lot.
Very sizable, yes. So she said, now how? I said, never mind, you think whether you want to take over and run or you want to sell. So we gave her the pros and cons. We went through with her what to do for each option. Right? Then she went back, and when we next met her again, she decided she has already quit her job.
Oh.
Yeah, amazing.
I thought it's the other way.
Yes, I also thought she would probably sell off or something. She quit her job. She said, I decided I'll just quit her job.
Wow.
I had a meeting with all the staff. And then they all said, lady boss, you take over, we will run everything for you.
I got goosebumps.
Yes, you take over, we will run everything for you.
That's the core team that the boss
created.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. So she quit her job already. So fast, I already quit my job. Now I'm going to run this business. And she did exactly that. So for the next how many years? I think maybe until today, because after like maybe the next 6 years that she was running, after that she has already went her own way lah. She went her own way, but I knew she ran the business lah. So I think everything was okay.
Because she was reassured by how the numbers tell how the business is doing as well.
Yes, correct. Yes. So the numbers are there, the people also are there. So they were all assured with a job, right? And the customers and the suppliers, they were still in very good contact. Everything was okay. In fact, in that 6 years that she was running, which we knew of,
6 years is a long time.
yes, exactly. So during that time, every year when we have our records, our our documents and everything, right? Because we need to recycle, we need to safely dispose of our documents, right? We will transact with her lah. So give her a call, hi madam, we have how many boxes and everything. We take photo, we send to her. So she send the man come with the lorry and everything, take everything, and then recycle for us. Yeah. So we knew she was in business lah. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting story, yeah.
It's like a plot twist of
Yes.
what she decides to do with the business lah. Because hearing from what you said, it looks like the current job that she is doing, the bank part, seems like she want to stick with that, but turns out she stick with the business. So
So true. Okay, so ready for the second story?
yes.
Okay, this second story is about this. One of my friends called me. This was a few years ago, I think around that kind of time as well, 15 years ago. Okay, but I think we had shifted to our office at Changi Road. Okay.
From Beach Road.
Yeah, from Beach Road we went to Changi Road. So one of my good friends, he called me and he said, he called me Abang Faz. Abang Faz, one of my classmates, his father passed away. I said, okay, and he needs help because he's facing depression now. I said, okay, how can I help you? I said, his father was a sole breadwinner. His father has a company, okay, doing well. But now, because his father passed away, everything totally upside down. And this guy is sitting at home. He doesn't want to come out from the room. He doesn't want to bathe. He doesn't want to eat. He looks like something is really wrong. He's in really deep depression. I said, okay. Then I asked him, how? You want me to go and see him? I said, no, I will go to his house. Only I can help and drag him out. If I have to wash him, I will wash him, he said. With his younger brother, I will do it and I will take him, put inside my car, I will come and see you. Then I was thinking, it's quite drastic, right? I said, Ken, no problem. You just come, no issue. I'll wait for you. So true enough, in the evening he came. He brought this guy. He had to hold this guy's hand
With
the younger brother. Two of them hold this guy and walk with him.
he was weak.
No, this guy was like very disoriented, and he was under his eyes totally black, and his hair was disheveled, and he had that kind of really haggard look.
Exactly the appearance the person was talking about earlier.
Exactly. So when I looked at him, I was like, wow, this guy is in really bad shape. So he brought him, went to a meeting room, and I sat down with them. So I asked him I show what happened. He cannot answer me. He just like that, and then he went me like that. Very listless, very worrying. So my friend was talking to me, and this younger brother was telling me the story. So these two boys, they were my juniors. So I said, these two boys, their father passed away. The father has a company, and the company was doing well. Now he passed away suddenly. Everything tanked. And then now, they don't have any employees. They all ran away already. They all already chabut. They already left. But then they said that there are some things to be paid, and then people have been calling them and then demanding stuff. And then they receive an email from income tax, or was it Accra, to say that certain things are not filed. And then the company secretary is writing to them, telling
Everything
them, that if you don't do this, all one shot.
Yeah.
So this guy, he cannot take it. Then he started talking. He started talking. Then he was crying. And he said, look, I haven't cried for my father, but all this nonsense is coming to me. That's what he said.
Wow, no
Then when I
wonder.
look at him, I was thinking, why does he look so familiar? No?
Huh.
Why does he look so familiar? This guy, I feel like I know him. So I asked my friend, hey bro, how come this guy so familiar? Now that he started talking, he looks a bit better. Then he said, yeah, definitely you've seen him on TV. I said, why? How come he's on TV? So actually, the story is he was competing on one show on TV, which is a singing competition. I won't say now, I won't say what is it because I want to protect the person's identity. But he was actually contested on the show, and he was doing very well.
Someone famous.
Yeah, he sang one song very, very, very well. So, and he was being shown on TV like every night, like
Yeah, no
this
wonder.
guy is the next, the next champion, that kind of stuff. And you keep hearing his voice and his face, but when I see him there beside me, I was like, wow, totally different guy. So then I remember, oh yeah, we just heard like a few weeks ago, he dropped out of the competition because his father passed away. So now this is the same guy.
Yeah.
So then I look at everything. I said, never mind, you need to ask your mother to come. I need to see your mother also, And then I explained everything one shot. So they called the mother. The mother came via cab. Told cab came down. We brought a sister also. One time I sat down with all of them. I explained to them, this is everything that I need. I go through all the documents and we'll close the case for you. So over the next 3 months or so, what we did was we helped to make sure that all the records were present to us. We spoke to the previous accountant, the company secretary, everything. We took over everything. We helped them to take over the bank accounts. They thought that they cannot take over the bank account. So there's company money which stuck. So we helped them to take over the company bank account, become the new signatories.
I see.
Okay, release payments, make everything done. There's money there actually. So they paid everything. Then they have some money to be able to pay themselves also for certain things that they
It's
need.
not that bad lah.
It's not that bad. It's just that he was so stressed. He was so depressed.
Because things were coming to him, right?
Yes.
He probably don't know
Too
where
much,
to start.
Too much on his
He
shoulders.
didn't have time to actually grieve properly before he can.
Yes. And then we submitted everything to Accra income tax and everything. And then we applied to close the company down, and the company was closed. Over the next 6 months after that, closed.
6 months after the incident.
After 3 months settled, then the next 6 months, the company was closed.
Closed without any outstanding and all.
No issues. All settled. Then on the last day, this fellow came like a normal person.
Finally.
Thanks to God, he came like a normal person, happy.
Yeah.
And he could smile a bit. He said everything is settled. Yeah, then he hugged me and cried, said everything settled. I got nothing else to worry about. So, Alhamdulillah. So this is what happened. Yeah. So I think back, this was a very big tragedy for the guy because he thought that there was no way out. There was no way to solve it. Yeah, but actually there was.
Yeah. And the person around him also helped him to reach out to the right person, which was you lah, the accountant.
Thankfully his good friend, best friend is very close to me. So thank goodness lah.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, we don't charge for all this advice and whatever things that we help. We just charge to get the work done. So
right?
that it's completed lah. This one, I think it was my responsibility to help. He's a good friend of mine whose friend was in huge need lah. Yeah. So no issues lah. Yeah.
Understand. So thank you for the very insightful story, Mr. Faz. Yeah, it really we surely can learn something from it lah. Like for the first story, it's more of the decision part on how to proceed when we thought it's the other way, but then the business is doing well. Turns out it can be sustainable for up to 6 years, which is a long time. The second one is more of reaching out to the right person on how does the successor have to figure out after the real owner passed away, right? So these are the 2 points that we touched earlier, and these are the real life situation that you face among the clients that we serve in the past lah. Thank you so much, Mr. Faz, for the stories and sharings. Yeah, it's really insightful to hear things from you lah, and that we can learn. I myself can learn a thing or two from you. So to the viewers out there, if you are watching this episode it might be in the event in the future where you face this kind of situations, please feel free to reach out to Mr. Faz, and he will do his best to advise you on how is the best way to move forward for your business. In the next episode, we'll uncover another interesting topic: how to manage employee resignation. What you need to know, what you need to do. Join us as we'll uncover your role on how to manage this effectively.